What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of SMITE Meta Casual News. In today's episode, we'll take a quick look at the brand new Mountain Man Odin, and then we will spend the rest of the episode talking about this Apollo skin controversy. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. Once again, my name is FG3000, you're you, and here comes some news. First up in today's news, Mountain Man Odin finally gets a much-needed makeover. The man looks good. You should be seeing some screenshots on your screen right now. No longer is Odin wearing a bare textured pajama onesie. It actually looks like real armor, real hide armor. Really good. And to top it all off, Hi-Rez has put this skin on sale for only 300 gems. Now is the time to pick the skin up. It's going to look infinitely better when the patch rolls around. Rest in peace, old Mountain Man. Rest in peace. Oh, the Apollo skin controversy. You know what? I don't even know where to begin on this topic, so I'm just going to start talking. I touched on this same exact thing in my last episode of SMITE Meta Casual News. I basically stated that this skin was teased, spoiled, hyped, whatever words you want to use, so far in advance that Hi-Rez, not on purpose, created a huge hype train monster. So big that no matter what skin they came out with, it was going to disappoint quite a few people. That has happened. So to get everybody caught up to speed, today Hi-Rez has shown off the brand new Apollo skin. This Apollo skin is basically a Team Solo Mid themed Apollo. So he's walking around with a varsity jacket. You're looking at it on the screen, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the Team Solo Mid uniform, for lack of a better word. My personal opinion on that specific topic is that this skin is fantastic. It looks really good, and it's basically commemorating, hey, we won the very first SMITE launch tournament. This is our skin. It's going to be in the game forever. It's really awesome. But you know what? That's not the topic that we're discussing today. Now, the actual topic, the actual controversy is this. You have one section of people that are super hype. They can't wait to buy this skin. They're going to buy it day one. They love Team Solo Mid. They love Apollo. I'm actually one of those people. So that's one side of it. The other side of this is there are people out there that are extremely disappointed in this skin. Wait a minute, FG, those people are entitled. Those people are crybabies. You know what? That's not the entire story. Let's go back a little bit. So, September 25th of 2013, Hi-Rez spoiled that they were working on a really cool Apollo skin. This was way before Team Solo Mid even won that tournament. Now, I know you could also refute and say, well, maybe this was the Apollo skin they were working on. Maybe they wanted to put together a theme, put it together for whoever won the SMITE launch tournament. That's not true, because Team Solo Mid got to decide which god they wanted this skin on. So that's not true. So people have been waiting for this Apollo skin since September 25th of 2013. They finally see it, and then they realize that this skin wasn't made for them. This skin was made for Apollo fans that also like esports and Team Solo Mid. That is not everyone, right? There are two types of customers. We're all customers in this big SMITE world. There's two types of customers. They're the customers that are happy. That customer is going to buy this Apollo skin for 600 gems, and that sends a message directly to Hi-Rez saying, hey, people like this skin. And then there's another customer that says, you know what? I don't like that skin. I'm not going to give you my 600 gems. Both of those customers are equally as important. Both of those customers' opinion is equally as valid. Now, like I said, I touched on this in my last episode. We would not even be here if Hi-Rez didn't spoil this so far in advance. September 25th, 2013, right? If you're an Apollo fan that doesn't watch esports, that has never even heard of Team Solo Mid, I see why you're disappointed. You have a right to be disappointed, because the hype train was being driven by Hi-Rez, right? It was not malicious, they didn't do it on purpose, they didn't do it to disappoint anyone, but esports to Hi-Rez means a lot to them. But esports to other casual players that love Apollo, it might not mean as much to them. So to wait for a skin for this long, finally get it and see that it doesn't appeal to you, you have a right to be disappointed. You don't have a right to spew like, oh, this is the worst thing ever, high-res sucks. That's not right. But you do have a right to express your opinion. You do have a right to tell high-res that you're disappointed, that you waited this long, and this is what you got. You got something that didn't appeal to you. That is your right as a customer. You are allowed to tell people that. If a customer is happy and they're allowed to tell high-res they're happy, if a customer is disappointed, they're allowed to tell high-res they're disappointed. It doesn't matter, hey, don't buy it if you don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to tell high-res why I don't like it. That way, high-res can take all the positive feedback, they can take all the negative feedback, they can put it in a stew, and then do better in the future, right? They can iterate on their process. They can, in the future, like I said before, instead of teasing these things so far in advance, September 25th, 2013, instead of us teasing things so far in advance, hey, if it's not coming out for the next 1 or 2 patches, just keep it under wraps. That way, these hype trains don't get out of control, and it's not the community's fault. Do not blame the community for a hype train derailing and going crazy. High-res is in charge of everything they spoil out. They know that the community wants every bit of information that High-res will give them. People are heavily invested in Smite. People love Smite. People want to know every new thing that's coming, every small detail. And it's High-res's responsibility to manage that. Now, for the too long didn't listen to version, is this. Hey, you're happy about this skin. You love it. You have a right to tell high-res that you're happy about it. You have a right to spend your 600 gems and send a message directly to high-res, letting them know that you are ecstatic about this skin. And as for you, the other customer, you have a right to tell high-res that you're disappointed. You have a right to tell high-res that you are not an esports fan. You are not a Team Solo Mid fan. You are an Apollo fan that has been waiting for a skin since September 25th of 2013. You have a right to tell high-res that you are disappointed. And each one of you are 100% right. Each one of you, as long as you display your opinion in a civilized, constructive manner, you have a right to do so. And this has zero to do with being entitled. This has zero to do with being a crybaby. A massive amount of Apollo fans were teased that an Apollo skin was coming. And they were given a skin for a very, very specific category of player. Apollo fans that like Team Solo Mid that are into esports. That is a very specific category. So just remember, the next time you attack a member of my community, yeah, my community, everybody that's a part of this community has an ownership in it. So the next time you attack somebody in my community, calling them spoiled, calling them brats, calling them crybabies for expressing an opinion with disappointment, think about this for a second. Who's really the toxic member of this community? The person that's expressing their opinion with disappointment, or the person attacking them for having an opinion? Once again, folks, my name is FG3000. That has been news, and I'm out.